Hi everybody, it's Ginger from In Sheep's Clothing Yarn Shop here in Torrington, Connecticut, and I welcome you to my Shopcast. It is Monday, St. Patrick's Day, so happy St. Patty's to you. Thank you for joining me today. I missed last week, so we've got two weeks worth of catching up to do. I have some new projects to show you. One is our new spring chicks. So just when you thought that it was safe to go out and not see any chicklets, they're back. I have a sale to talk about, and I have a new scarf. So let's dig in, okay? Hope that you're all doing really well today. So let's see where to start. So the last time I was here, I totally forgot to mention this scarf. One of my knitters did this for me. And it's so sweet and delicate. And now I'm just remembering that. I think I forgot what the name of this is. Yeah, I think I did. And I couldn't find the pattern for it. But it has this cute little, you start at the edge here, has this cute little lace edging on it. And this yarn is Lamana. The name of the scarf almost came to me. The name of the company is Lamana, but the yarn is called Roma. And this is actually that color, number 37. But this yarn, oh, it's divine. It is so super light. And when people pick it up, it's like, whoa. It is just gorgeous. This is 80% cashmere and 20% silk. Yes, 20% silk. And right now, I don't have an awful lot of this left over, or left. But I have this color, and I have a beautiful cream color. And then I also have this gorgeous kind of slate color. The slate is number 46. Oh, and let me give you some details about the yarn. And the ivory is 00. But there are, how many yards do we have in here? 160 meters, so about 176 yards, and it's 20 grams. And you're working on a 3.5 to 5 millimeter on this. But it's just so sweet. So this is one ball, and actually, from what I understand with the pattern, there was enough for my knitter to do an extra repeat on both sides. But how sweet is this little necklace? Just something light, super luxurious, a one ball wonder. Love those. So I will put the name of the, this is up on the website. I will put the name of the pattern. The pattern comes free with the purchase of the yarn to do this with. But yeah, very, very sweet. Okay, so let me put that back as well. Oh, let's see. I have a few finished things, and one of them, actually, I'm not sure that the last time if I had finished the Alpine Bloom hat, or I was like almost done with it, but there it is. There's the Alpine Bloom hat. Maybe I did. But anyway, the background of this was done in Alba, Jody Long's Alba, which was a wool, viscose, and alpaca blend. And then Silk Garden, because I really wanted those beautiful pops of color and to do it really super easy. Silk Garden sock. Yeah, from Noro Yarns. So how really cute is that, huh? Okay, so I did that, and then I was getting the book in, and they have come and gone a couple times now. The Nordic Knits book, and that gorgeous, this is by Caitlin Hunter. The hat, the Alpine Knits hat, Caitlin Hunter. The pattern can be found on Ravelry, but this really cute little vest and sweater is found in the Nordic Knits book from Lana. And let me find this here. I probably will be reordering a few more copies. There was something else I wanted to. Some beautiful sweaters in here. Look at that. And I just saw this one. The more I'm looking in there, the more I keep seeing stuff I really love. But let's see, the Caitlin Hunter. Look, yeah. There's just so many cute things in here. Alrighty, let's see. Okay, so there's the vest. So, totally infatuated with that. I think now that I've gotten the color work out of my system, that I might, I'll do a solid colored vest for the shop. But how cute. And there you go for a sweater. But let me show you, because I was talking about this, and I did finish it. Oh, well, just about finished it. The knitting is done on it. So I had thought that instead of doing the vest right away, that I wanted to do a little more color work. And I thought if I made a bag, that would be such an excellent swatch. So here we go. So here is my Nordic Blooms bag. Now, I did not felt it yet. I said I was going to, but I thought what I would do, I washed and blocked it last night, and I thought to myself, you know what? Instead of going all the way and fulling it, I'm not going to totally really felt it down. It doesn't really need an awful lot of work to felt it down, to full it, because I do want to, you know, maintain the pattern on there. So what I thought was, oh, that's okay. I can measure this now for the gauge. And I'm happy to say that with Hanui silk, not Hanui silk, with Hanui from Noro for the background color and Curion, I got the gauge. So I was happy about that. So now what I'll do is I will go home and I will finish felting this down just a little bit more, just to make it a cute little bag. Now also what I did, now I poked it inside just to make it look nice, but this is the bottom of the bag. So what I actually did, and now what I just did was I took the graph in the book and just followed the graph. I put on a bottom for the bag, then I sewed it up, and then what I will do when I do felt it, what I'll do is I'll poke the corners of the bottom in. I had a couple thoughts of how I was going to do this. So it'll give me like a little gusset, and it will kind of stand up by itself. And then I did the garter stitch on the top so that it wouldn't roll over on me. And I'm thinking, I don't know, I might do maybe an I-cord little strap on it, or you know what. And then I thought after this was done, I'm like, oh, wouldn't it have been cute? I don't want to do another one like this. I could like have fun doing a whole bunch of different samplings of these, but honestly, in the shop, and that's where I am for those of you that maybe are joining me for the first time. This is my shop here, and so I really don't have time to be like constantly playing with the same pattern. But anyway, and this really isn't even a pattern. I'm just telling you what I did. But wouldn't this be cute with one of those little handles like that? It would have been so cute. I wish I had done that. I really wish I had done that. Because I have this really big bag that I carry around, and sometimes lots of times when I'm just running into the shop, I'm just like, I don't want to drag that bag into the store with me when I just need my glasses, my wallet, my phone. I could just keep those things in here and just slide it in and out of my larger bag. Wouldn't that be cute? But that kind of handle would appeal to me so much. So mad at myself. You know, oh, you know what? No. I can fix this. what I can do is I'll just rip this out. I'll just take this back down to here before I go to felt it, and I will do the handle. Then you'll see what I'm talking about. It'll be like a slit handle on both sides, so it just creates this little, I don't know what you call it. It's one of my favorite bags I ever made was with bulky Lopi, with Lopi, and I think I double stranded it, and it had stripes in it. It was all garter stitch, and then I put the handle on the top. I loved that bag. I literally wore the handle out of that bag because it was such a great bag. But I think I'll do that. I think that would be adorable. Yeah. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. But anyway, so this was a great gauge swatch for starting that. But I really think I would like to do the vest as well, because then we could chit-chat about the steek. Because you know what? In all the years I've been knitting, I have never actually done a steek. I have talked people through doing a steek, and they were very successful, but I have never actually cut open a steek for myself. What I have done in the past is I used to do some machine knitting, and I have, what I did do was I made a sweater, and I just did the two pieces back and front the same. And then when it came to the front, what I just did was I marked out for a round neck, stitched it by machine, and then cut the remaining part of the neck out, picked up, knit my ribbing, and you would never have been the wiser that that's what I had done. So I did do that. And I think that's probably actually a little more dangerous kind of steeking than doing just the front, which tends to just open up very nicely and just stays very well. So anyway, yeah, so I think I want to do that because I would like to do the steeking, and a number of you have gotten the book and are looking forward to starting a project. So yes, we have some things to look forward to. Let's see what's next on my list here. So I hope that you've all had well, it's been 2 weeks since I've spoken with you, so I'm sure that you're all been busy knitting along on your projects. Okay, so I wanted to let you know that this coming Wednesday, I will be doing one of my virtual, kind of like a virtual, I don't want to say tag sale, a virtual sale, and I will be doing that on Wednesday, 7 p.m. on Facebook Live. Eventually, I will try and do something like that right here on YouTube, but right now, most of my people that follow my sale like to do it on Facebook. So I wanted to show you just what I do for my sale is and this year I kind of, because I only do it like a couple times a year, 3 times. I usually do like a sock one, and then I do a 4th of July, what do you call it, a sidewalk sale, which is in July, and then, a winter one. So this is kind of my spring one. A little late getting to it, but that's all right. I need to make room. The spring yarns have started coming in, and we need to out with the old and with the new. Although some of the old stuff, not so old, it's current, and I just don't want to carry it over. Since all the spring stuff is coming in, I want to carry it over till next year. So, although people, I knit all year long with wool, not a big cotton person, as you will come to know, or if you don't already know that about me. But I did want to show you a couple of the yarns that I have, but also getting back to how I do it is usually what I'll do is a lot of the yarn, it doesn't just, I pack it up in bags, and I include pretty much in every bag, I include a pattern for a project, so that if you look at the yarn, you say, oh, I really love that yarn, and maybe yes or no, I like that project that you're mentioning. At least when you buy it, you know, if you stash it away for a little bit, when you open that bag, at least there's a project in there. There's something that you know you can make with that yarn. And some of these things are great for grabbing now and later on for holiday or gift knitting. You've got something that you can pull out and, you know, and go to town on. So that's how I do it. So I'll have yarn. I will have, and quite often, lots of times I'll have like just one of a kind. You know, it's a little of this, a little of that. But this year, because I'm being a little bit more, um, I'm really digging in. There are more options. Like there'll be more of the same colors. So even though there'll still be a lot of one of a kind, there'll be more of colors that you can get more than one of. If that made any sense. So anyway, one of the yarns is a Noro yarn. I don't normally do Noro yarns either, but I have a bunch of this and time to move it on. And these are retired yarns. So this is Tsubami, and the scarf this is like a scarf, but it can also be worn like a shawl. It's very generous, super long. I've worn this before, and this is, there you go. So it takes one ball, 660 yards. It's a DK light worsted weight yarn. And I have a few colors in this. This one, I actually only have one left of that colorway. And I have that beautiful colorway too. So I have a bunch of these. And as I said, you'd get the free pattern to go to make this. And actually, I found another pattern. If you have a Noro magazine, the Noro magazine, there were some cowls, and one ball of this would make this beautiful, really generous cowl. And I'm just thinking to myself now, I know I made one. Probably sold the sample. I did make one in the Tsubami, and it came out beautiful. I think I sold it because the color, as soon as I finished making it, became discontinued and didn't have the color. So of course everybody wanted that color. But anyway, so what I can do is I'll give you this pattern, and I can also let you know what issue the cowl was in too. I meant to grab, yeah, that's too bad that I don't have it. But you know what I'll do is, not sure if I still have that up on the website. I'll try to put something in the notes to let you know about that cowl. So anyway, so that's Tsubami. Oh, and this yarn is absolutely glorious because it is 50% silk. It's a joy to work with. And then 25 wool and 25 polyamide. So it's light, but it's soft and squishy, and it's wonderful. And it'll still be very nice for the spring. On the cover of one of the Noro spring magazines, they did a cardigan in a really pretty pink and green Tsubami that was very, very popular. Now, the other yarn that I have I'll tell you about, and this is Sweeto. This is another one that's discontinued. It's a bulky, chunky, because I've actually knit this on a size 8 and 9 needle. So you can go to a 10. It's not that, it's chunky, but not super. And it's tweedy. And let me see what the yardage is on this. 320 meters. So that's about 352 yards. You add 10% to your meters. And yeah, size 8 to 10 needle. And it's 100% wool. So I have this really pretty, kind of very chocolatey brown, but with warm tweed in there. And then I have this gray and pink and blue. And I have a bunch of greens. I have this green that's very interesting. And this green, let me just tell you what the number is. I do have these up on the website, so you could still grab them. I have not packed them up for the sale yet. So if you want to take advantage now between the Tsubami and this yarn, you can. Otherwise, all the other sale yarns will be Wednesday on Facebook Live. Yeah, this is number 71. This is number 64, I think. 64. The gray was number 77. I have two grays. This other gray I totally... Oh, and then I have another green. It's kind of more foresty green, which is number 70. I might even have another green. I don't know what. I went nuts for green with this yarn. But this gray, there was a vest, a simple two-piece vest that had a cowl. And it was called, it was a bonus pattern. Oh, I meant to grab this magazine. I'll put it in the notes. But it was a bonus pattern in the Noro magazine, their fall issue a few years back. 2, 3, I don't know, time goes by so quick, can't remember. This is the color, and I only have enough that that vest took between, depending on your size, small to large, I think, took 3 balls, and then it took 4 for the bigger size, but I only have 3 balls of this yarn. So once this is gone, this is gone. I do love this color. Keep looking at it and saying, what would I do with this? It's a great color, kind of granite. But anyway, so I have that. So that's the Sweeto. And then lots of other wool yarns. I will also have some great, a lot of out-of-print hardcover books. Tons of patterns. I will also, when you order, everybody that places an order, that purchases any of the sales stuff Wednesday or any of these beforehand, I am making up little envelopes with patterns. Like you'll get like, I don't know, half dozen patterns in there, and they'll be all varied. They're going to be pretty much knitting. I really don't have any extra crochet patterns because I don't carry that many crochet patterns. But anyway, so you'll be getting like free patterns as well with your order. So the sale is always a lot of fun. I do it live. My sister's here. She's helping. She takes all the info down. It's kind of like auction style. You know, I show what's, you know, I show what I have, the color number, you know, you've got to write that stuff down, and how many I have, and it's whoever gets posted up first is whoever gets it. So I leave that to my sister. I let her deal with that part. Okay, so let's see. But it's fun. It's fun. Sometimes though it gets so intense and crazy because the people are like, you know, purchasing bang, 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 bang. That the first time we ever did it, my sister was like, that was so much fun. I had never done it before. And I couldn't get over how much fun people had doing it. So, you know, buying, and it was fun, you know, showing and talking about the yarn. So it's a fun time, even if you don't purchase anything, just to kind of sit in and just watch. All right, so let's see. And then, okay, are you ready for, I'm just looking to make sure I don't have anything else to watch about. Okay, are you ready for the spring chicklets? I had a customer in August that had asked me what she had an idea about the chicklets, and I said, sounds like a great idea. I'll give you the yarn and you go ahead and knit some up. So she knitted up the bodies and then brought me all these little bodies back, and she had some thoughts about it, and we talked about it, and she just thought it was a great idea, and you know, to do something along this line, and I agreed. But then the Advent chicklets, the ornaments, went crazy, and that took up all my time from the fall to through Christmas. So I kept saying, okay, soon, soon, soon. Well, you know what? Somebody brought to my attention that they would be absolutely perfect for Easter, which I said, yes, timing is perfect. So these are the spring chicklets, and these are done totally different yarn. So let me show you the spring chicklets. Now they're not, I could still do some more work on them because here they are. Now these are a little smaller than my medium sized. Let me grab up. Well, this is a big medium, actually. This is a large one. So you can see it's a little smaller. But as somebody suggested to me, it's perfect for little hands. So especially like for Easter time. Oh my God, it's perfect for a little squeezable little chicklet. And this is done in Jody Long's Delish, which is, now this is kind of a little luxury, but it's so sweet. And you can hand wash this. Delish is, I'll show you the pink. It's this yarn right here. It's a 50-gram skein, and it is 50% mulberry silk and 50% extra fine merino. So it is truly beautiful and soft all on its own. But no, we made it even better because then we also added a mohair to it. So it is so soft, and as if you could really see, fuzzy. And the other thing that we did is I put lavender inside of it, so it smells lovely. Again, if you put the lavender in, you might not want to hand wash it. Maybe not, but you don't have to put the lavender in it. You could also spray it with a little lavender if you wanted to have it smell nice. Wouldn't that be sweet? It's just so squishable, and I could just see a little one getting this in their Easter basket. So anyway, so this is the pink one, and you could do this pink. You could do it pink and white, with white mohair if you want to look a little tweedier. And then I just want to put it someplace where we can still see it right there. And then we have the purple chicklet, and here we go. This one's tweedy. I'm not sure why it's tweedy, but it is. But I love it. Look at that. And little. But how cute is that? And they're really, really simple to do. Okay, so let's see. That was two. I thought I had four. And, oh, here it is. Go. And then there's the blue one, little turquoise one. This little gal, her little comb likes to droop a little bit, but how cute is this? And then, okay, so I kept looking at them and saying, yeah, but I want to do something else with them. And yes, you could put the pocket on there if you'd like. You could do that. And I think when I put the pattern together, I will be, because these will be, I'm going to make them available this week because we've got to get going on these. But I just have to do up the pattern. But I will put it with the little, it's over there, the little pocket that goes all the way around. So you could put a little bit of, put little chocolates in there. You could, little Easter stuff in the little pockets. And then, I mean, how cute would that be? That would be just totally adorable. And actually, I just had, oh my God, I just had this vision, or just now. Maybe vision's not the word, but it just popped in my head. Wouldn't this make the most adorable little child's bag? I'm not thinking zippered. I'm just thinking you could put a little handle on it. Oh, that would be so cute. Put the pocket on there, and then you have a little pocket. That'd be adorable. Yep. Okay. So that's another thought. Okay, but then this is what I was doing. So I was playing around with embroidery. What do you think? Cute? So you could do whatever kind of embroidery that you want on it. I would kind of keep it simple because now I did it after the fact, after it was already made and stuffed, but you could, before you stuff it, embroider on it, whatever you find is easier for yourself. So what I was thinking I would do is, put that little one there, is I would offer like packs. Probably not. I just put the full skeins in here. But these are some of the colors. I mean, look at this orange. Now, I know this orange doesn't match. It's more like an apricot. But I'm going to knit up a little just to see what it does. Because sometimes the mohair really does not have to match it exactly. It just is there for the halo. So, I don't know, maybe it's too far off. Maybe we need to do white with it. It's just, I do like the mohair with it. I do have a few of these that were done without the mohair. And they're just, they're just not as fuzzy. But I just think for like the little chicklets for a little one, I think the mohair is kind of nice. All right, so, but yeah, so we have these. And I also found this brighter yellow, this little lemon yellow. That I had, and look at this amazing green. Look at that amazing green. How cute would that be, especially with all these bright fun colors? So what I thought I would do is wind these down in half, so you would get half balls, and like I could do a pack of 4 colors like this. And then what you could do is you could take some of those colors if you wanted to do embroidery, and you could fool around with your colors that you've got within here. The only thing is the mohairs. I probably would have to look how great that is. Probably have to wind down the mohairs to go with it too. 200 meters. What did I say this had? 232 meters. Oh no, 232 yards. And this has, where's the meters? 220 meters. Okay, we're good. All right, so I could wind down half mohairs to go with the kits. So yeah, so I have to figure out how I'm going to do that. But that would be a nice way to get a nice, or assortment of colors if you wanted to. Or I could certainly do it, just like this. And then you would have enough to do a few. Or you could make, you could make this a little bit bigger. Or the other idea is, I didn't get a chance to do this, but this is my next thing. But imagine, and this was somebody's idea for me, was to make this really small. Oh, I have to get like an orange for her beak and finish her off. But look at this. We would have a little peeplet that you could put in the Easter basket. Would that be just adorable? So yeah, so that's the plan. So I have to make a couple little peeplets and some of the other colors. Yeah, and then if you don't, okay, I also have felted Easter baskets that I have been doing forever. I've taken the handles off because in storage all these years, I've made these I made these back in the day when I worked in another yarn shop, which was a long time ago. It was like 16 years ago. So I made these back then. So I've since taken the handles off. But you could put handles on if you want, or I almost feel like the handles are kind of a pain. But you could also just make them. And these are felted using Curion. The pattern is up on Ravelry. It's been up on Ravelry for a while, and I've noticed that people are starting to thinking Easter and have been purchasing it. So this is Curion. Some of these colors, I have to pull out some colors. But this one here, and I have different, I think I have 3 sizes. And actually, I think one of my first or second podcasts that I ever did was showing these Easter baskets. So you could probably go back and see what I had to say about it back then. But anyway, so this is a really fun color for an Easter basket. But can you imagine these little, oh my God, these would be so cute. Hold on a second. And then this color, but I think this color is now out of unavailable. This was a great color. This was such a great Easter color. But let's see. Let's do this. All right, so we need to put our little, there we go. There's our little, that's their little basket. Oh my God, how cute is that? And then we could do a couple little peeps in the front. But how adorable is that? Okay, I was trying to think of how I was going to take a picture of these. And I think that's my picture. But anyway, these were so much fun. And yeah, after this, I'm not going out of my way to come up with any new ideas for the Chicklets, but they're not going away. I mean, I'll always have the pattern. I'll always have kits up for them. Like I said a while back, that there's been kind of a run on the Yankee Doodle, so those will still be around. But I'm just kind of like, okay, on to the next thing. But they are awful fun, and oh my God, oh, they're just too cute. They are too cute. So, oh, and then also I do have a little bit of this yarn left over. This is Viola. So if you want a more pastel-y, see, the yellow would look cute. Well, these would all still look, hold on a second here. Let me play with this. I have nothing better to do but playing with. Oh, but how cute. Oh my goodness. But yeah, so you could put it in the pastel basket if you wanted to as well. So I will be putting these up on the website. Just need to get some pictures. I'll put a part. I'll start it. I will get it up there, but I would check back if you're interested, because we need to get these going so that you can get your kits and get a move on, because, well, it's the end of April, I guess, Easter is, but I mean, we're already halfway through March, so yeah, we need to get a move on. So I will put these up on the website, and I'll get the color offerings up. Yeah, so that'll be my job today to get that done. So, okay, and then the last thing that I wanted to talk about today was local yarn shop day, because that is, before we know it, that's around that's the end of April, 26th, 27th. Local yarn shop day is the day that we celebrate our local yarn shops, and I like to celebrate my customers. So I like to do special things, and a lot of our companies, they do have special offerings, special yarns or patterns. And right now I've got a couple of special projects. I have the samples that are, I will be sharing the samples very shortly, because I would love, a number of you last year participated in the local yarn shop day, as well as the people that come into the store here. For some of you, I am kind of your local yarn shop. online because a number of you don't have shops that are really close to you. So, and I love taking care of everybody. So, yeah, so we'll have those specials up. And then I have a couple, I just got another new special. I've been kind of waiting to see if something was going to be offered, and there is an offering. I've got to get knitting on that. It's a top secret project that I can't tell you about, but I do have the pattern and I have my yarn, and I'm going to sample a few colors because I haven't zeroed in on the colors I want to work with yet. Yeah, so I have like I have a whole bunch of stuff this year that lots of choices for you to have to celebrate local yarn shop day with me. So anyway, so that is the 26th and the 27th, and yeah, so that's it. So I will be very, very busy getting ready for that. So don't forget, so sale next Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Facebook Live. And that's all I can think of right now. But anyway, so I'm so glad that I'm back with you all again. Hopefully I won't need to take any additional time off. I'd like to be here on a regular weekly thing with you. Because I really do enjoy sitting here and chatting with you, and I love to see your comments. So if you have anything that you would like to know about, any questions, please feel free to put them in the comments, because I do look at the comments. If it's something that you really need, you can also email me or text me, give the shop a call. If you have any questions or something that you'd like to know about, please let me know. But anyway, so I'm going to let you go so I can take care of and get this up and up on YouTube for you all to watch. So you all take care, and I will see you again next week, if not Wednesday. Thanks for watching so much. Okay, bye-bye.